Yes. Recording. Yay. I didn't mess up this
Success.
time. One of these days, it's going to
Success.
go smoothly. And we're not going to know what to do with myself. I mean, it's.
And we don't even know when that day is.
No, and that's the beauty part of this.
That's the best.
That's the best. All right. Welcome back. We are back with new episode going down the rabbit hole with typo negative. Ooh, I picked this one as a after the Misfits episode, which I hope you guys watched for us. Thank you. Thank you. You're a day late, but you showed up with it. With the shirt.
I blame myself.
Um, Jamie. But represent Misfits shirt would be in the whatever.
It is now on the internet forever.
Yeah, on the internet forever. I I don't like to give out, hey, we should do this because I feel like it's a democracy ban. Like, you know what I mean? But especially at the end of the show, we'll let you know we have 2 episodes, well, 4 episodes coming up, which are lining up to releases. We needed filler, and I think the Misfits was a good one. It had 7 albums, and now we're with Typo that has 7 albums, so it's a little easier for us to listen to and not get ambushed with 14 of them or in the teens, which we're about to go down that rabbit hole. But I figured Typo Negative was good because I am a new listener to Typo, and I think Shannon is too. Listen, maybe know a song or two. Like, you've heard of the band. It's one of those bands you've heard of them. Probably never really. See, I've heard of them because there's a side band that was Carnivore. I think I was telling you guys Peter Steele was
Yep.
in a thrash band, Carnivore, which is a cool band.
Yep.
Check it out. But John is a Typo Negative person that knows a lot more than us, probably, in his own way, right?
Sure.
I mean, how long ago do you remember when you first listened to him?
Oh man.
I'm guessing high school.
Yeah, it was high school. I
Yeah.
had like my friend that I gave my previous Misfits shirt to.
Oh, that's right.
I think it was him. It was either him or his brother. Were like, hey, check out, and it happened to be Bloody Kisses, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Okay.
What a
This is
start.
something.
That's
Yeah.
one of those albums to start with, yeah, because I think everybody knew that album, even if you didn't listen to it, because the cover, which
Because of the cover, sure.
we'll get into
We'll get
that
it
with the
to it when we
show.
get there. Yeah.
Yeah. But this is our prime opportunity for our favorite segment, Shannon Learns. Which, Shannon, what did we learn about Typo Negative?
I learned all about doom metal. Feel like I need really like cute, cheesy, like little graphics to
Shh,
come up.
don't give it away.
You
Maybe
know,
I
like
am something
right,
in
like
the background.
you can do like doom metal with like rainbows, like unicorns,
A dark unicorn with
Doom metal.
maybe some
poop,
blood
poop,
dripping from his horn or something.
pooping out Skittles like the rainbow.
I mean, I feel like that would kind of be on brand.
Yeah, see?
That wouldn't
With
be entirely.
what do we learn about doom metal, Miss Shannon?
I learned that they guitarists and bassists are going to tune their instruments to have very low notes and use a lot of distortion. That
Yeah,
gives it a thick, heavy guitar tone.
yes, very, very much.
That's like the maybe the defining characteristic. It's certainly one of a couple that I wrote down. Um, they also do slow tempos and they use repetitive rhythms and don't do a whole lot with harmonic and like musical progression. They kind of stick in a lane.
So I will add to that's why with Typo, I will relay to it. That's kind of their bread and butter in a lot of ways. But when we get into the albums, that's a 25% of that band. Unlike if you go to Crowbar, which is sludge metal, which is it goes with doom metal. They are down tune, sycophantic.
Syncopated? No.
Syncopated. Yeah. Where it's like the same riff over and over and over. And it might change a little bit to go up to a little harmony, and then it's sludge. Back in the mud.
Yeah.
But so being with goth, it's doom metal is the goth themes mixed with the sludge themes, and
yes, because that's what I have for vocals. They're usually clean vocals that are gloomy and pessimistic.
Very pessimistic.
I say this is the band for both of those.
Yes, it is. Which, yeah, that's pretty much doom metal in its own way. I feel like Black Sabbath is always the creator of all that because Hand of Doom, like the song,
Yep.
you know, thank you, Ozzy and Black Sabbath. They are the originator of a lot of stuff that you hear now in the metal. It's always something with them off the branch of what they've done. And doom metal, sludge metal, same thing, in some way. So,
well, even like the song Black Sabbath off the first Black Sabbath album, just like it opens up and it's like, oh,
yes, very,
whoa,
very evil, very evil.
We'll get there, Shannon. We'll get there.
We'll get there. And that's kind of leads us into Type O Negative. Summary, please. Yes, you may. Type O Negative was a Brooklyn-based New York band, goth doom metal band formed in 1989, known for their dark humor, ultra deep vocals, and slow, heavy sound. They blended the goth rock, doom metal, and industrial influences into a style that was both romantic and crushingly heavy. Like you said, slow, heavy riffs. I noticed, have the doom metal part, but it's not. They do have other parts to them. That's like 25% of what they do. But when they do it, man, they're really good at it. It's really good.
Yep.
Which I do need to bring up, where with Peter Steele being in Carnivore, that was all. Some of the songs you hear in Type O Negative when it's fast and he's screaming, that's Carnivore, like how he did that. So it's kind of interesting. He still kind of does it in this, because I listened to Carnivore years ago before I listened to Type O Negative, and I always said, man, I need to listen to it. I just never pulled the trigger, on it. So, all right.
Yeah, I was up in where was I? Springfield.
Springton.
Shannon got it. Good night, Springton. There's a store up there called there's a store up there called Records and Rarities.
Ah, cool.
And, so I was just going to the metal bin that's about the size of my laptop here, but there were the 2 Carnivore albums.
Ah, cool.
Like there was two of the the 2 albums right there, and I was like, oh man, I should pick these up. And then I was like, oh, but we have other things to do. So I was like, oh, that's cool that they had it, and
that's kind of a rarity, a little bit.
Hence Records and Rarities. Shout out to them.
Shout out. All right. Well, since I chose Type O, I guess I'll just go first.
Why don't you go first, Mark?
Right.
Hey, nice mug. It's a Skeletor.
No. I don't know. I think I picked it up at like Walmart or something around like Halloween. Gotcha. And I was like, I want this for the regular times.
That's
me.
The origins of the feces. So I'll say this much. I'm upset with this album.
Because it's a fake live album.
Yes, man. It upset me because that's your second album. Like, are you really going to do that? And it's kind of like,
Well, it's redos of the first album pretty much.
correct. And like, I think that should have been like an EP, not a studio release. I don't know if they did that because they had so contracts. When Carnivore started, they were under Roadrunner. John knows Roadrunner. It's a very famous music publishing record label. He still had a contract under him. But he didn't want to be part of it, but they're like, hey, you got obligations. So I'm wondering if that was kind of part of it, but also when they toured with Nine Inch Nails, um, a lot of people in Europe did not like them. So the way the album is, that's how they were getting treated.
That's how they were getting treated in Europe, was
when they first started.
Yeah.
So
there was even a bomb that called in, I think, to.
Yes. And Shannon, did you think it was a live album?
No. I wrote, I'm very confused.
So their tongue-in-cheek humor, that's their dark humor that this is one of the albums that they did. I mean, they had a couple original albums, but like only thing you did was do the first album, like the ones you like off of it, and a couple originals, and it was just like,
yeah, they kind of renamed the songs.
Yeah. I didn't, I don't know if I just don't get it, or it's the smartest thing in the world. Like,
yeah,
I don't think it's the smartest thing in the world.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like,
yeah, I think it's just like you said, it's their probably more specifically Peter Steele.
Probably.
It's probably his sense of humor.
Yeah.
I mean, could they not have just recorded live? Like, were they not recording live?
Well, that was the other
1992.
That was the other joke on the sticker on the album cover. It said "not recorded live" at whatever arena or whatever they decided to.
It was a joke.
Oh, I missed that.
It's the joke, and it's one of those things. If you don't look at the wiki of it, or you hear the story of it in a interview, you're like, well, why are you releasing this?
Yeah,
it's a live album, but it doesn't say it's a live album. So I didn't understand. It should have been an EP. It should not have been a studio album. For me, for that, it gets a meh. It's like, it pissed me off actually.
and the Sabbath cover was later. I think that was on a re-release,
remaster in '94,
whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah.
I gave it like a 5, like 4.5, 5.
Oh,
you probably gave
so kind.
You probably gave it a 3. Yeah, okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I took it for what it is. When they did play those songs, those were the good songs off the very first one. So hearing them in a room like it was live, it was like, oh, okay. If I could never see them live, which we won't because Peter Steele, I at least got the gist of it.
Well, you can see him live on Memorex.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I hear you. So I don't know. I went meh. I'm guessing everybody else kind of felt that way too. Was it a dumpster fire for you, Shannon?
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe I am being very generous. Maybe I'm being very,
Maybe.
very generous. All right. John, you're up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You're next. We'll go to Shannon after that. It's going around. I almost text you guys and be like, "Hey, I don't know if this should be on the wheel, but I kind of I want to see your
We have to.
reaction."
We have
Oh,
to.
it is studio.
Oh, hey, look.
Ah, bloody
Bloody
kisses.
kisses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one,
This
I
is me
mean,
from now on. No, don't move. Oh, you jerk. She would
so
just
this,
sit there. That'd be cool. And then my
yeah,
dumb
but
face
she's
doesn't have to be
not.
on TV.
She's a psychopath. We all know that.
Crazy.
Bloody
She is
kisses,
that.
man. Like,
I love her.
I don't know. Like I say, this was the first one that I heard. So
I feel like this is everybody's first one to
yeah.
them.
And is it this one? No. Wait, is it? Shoot, I can't remember. Oh, I have it written. I have it written down.
You have it written down.
This is the first certified gold record for Roadrunner Records label.
That is correct. Yep.
Like
And
for
then
the
it
whole
went-
record label ever?
Yep.
Or like up to this point, I guess.
Up until that point, that was their first one.
How long had they been a record label?
89.
So
Okay.
4 or 5 years.
So, okay.
Yeah,
Just a
because
handful of years.
Annihilator, when we did Annihilator,
Yeah.
Alice in Hell, Neverland, and Set the World on Fire, those were Roadrunners releases, which Alice in Hell was 89. But they were, it's funny, Roadrunner were called Road Racer, and then they changed their name to Road Runner. So it was a different print at the time.
Probably for, copyright stuff.
Well, you figure, okay, you got to remember too, Roadrunner back in the day were about death metal. Like they gave a shit about death metal, which we'll go down that path when we get to a death metal American band, if you will, which I don't know when that will be, but soon enough. I have one in mind I would like to bring to the group, but
Is it the same one that I am thinking of?
Death? What were you thinking of?
Well, I can't tell you right now.
Shut up. So I'm thinking of.
So, okay, does the band name have 2 words in the title of their name?
I said death.
Oh, you said death. I'm sorry.
Yeah, death. Yeah, death.
The band Death?
Yeah.
Oh.
The band Death, yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing.
Are you thinking more of an angel? Got it. Okay, whatever. But Roadrunner, we went down the rabbit hole. This is a segment called The Rabbit Hole. We just came out of it.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Roadrunner, this was kind of a big deal for them. This kind of put them on the map a little bit more for mainstream, like because they were just primarily a death metal, Sepultura, Death, Suffocation, Morbid Angel, Deicide, like the death metal capital. Roadrunner was signing them up, but this is kind of a different thing for them.
Kind of like Nuclear Blast.
Sure. Yeah. They were Monty Connor went to Nuclear Blast, so a lot of people went with him for Roadrunner. So, all right, Bloody Kisses, John, take it away.
Yeah. So I guess in an interview somewhere along the way, he said if you listen, it's Peter Steele. Like if you listen to this top to bottom, it's one continuous it's one whole like epic compilation story thing kind of
Really? I could see that because it did flow. The industrial part where you have the layering of something with it to go from song to song, which they do a lot of that. They do a
lot of that. Yeah.
A lot of times they have stops and you're like, why did it stop? And then you're like, oh, this just goes on forever.
Yes. Yeah, they do that.
Like,
yeah, it's all it's all a thing. Of course, like the 2, I guess 3, I don't know how many hits there are on this album,
You figure Christian Woman,
Christian
is the
Woman,
hit.
Black #1.
Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze, which was a very interesting cover, I will say that.
Yep.
But it fits with this. Blood and Fire was a good one.
Yeah, and Off of Bloody Kisses, the only single that was released was Christian Woman. Nothing else. But they did have promotional singles, which was Black #1. I feel like that was the hit that got them on the map.
Yeah,
just
the way that.
Well, they did a video.
The way the lyrics, the way the flow of that song,
very Halloweeny.
Yeah. Well, it's about hair dye.
Yeah. Everybody's going black. #1.
If you listen to it and it's like, oh, your roots are showing, you need to go get that Black #1. And I don't know if it was L'Oreal or Revlon, whatever at the time, but that was the hair dye for the Gothic people at the time.
And that's their first video was Black #1, and then they did Christian Woman for that album, which I guess Roadrunner knew they had something on their hands when it got released, and it got popularity very quickly,
Yeah, and then there's a remix version of Blood and Fire on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack from '95.
I didn't listen to that one.
Yeah, the Out of the Ashes remix. That's actually a better version, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little more hyper, like up there.
Yeah, it's a little more weighty, I guess, if you want to call it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So, what are we rating this?
What do we think? I gave it an 8. I think it's, like I say, it flows really well, and it's my favorite album.
Oh yeah, this is your #1.
That's my #1.
Sounds like you're putting in bitching.
You're darn right it is. Shannon disagrees.
Yeah.
I only sort of a little kind of. It's also my favorite album.
Okay.
This is my #1.
So you give it like a 6-7.
But I gave it a 6 out of 10, which for me still is like a lawnmower. But I agree, definitely a good flow. The instrumentals are good.
Yeah.
But I also wrote the note, maybe they aren't terrible. I did not like Machine Screw. I did not like that song. Like it started, I was like, oh, this is another one. I'm gonna hate this album. I'm gonna hate it.
So when I heard, I was going to make a joke. I was going to say, you guys, with the song Machine Screw, I learned how babies were made.
That's very true.
It's very true. I started laughing. I was laughing by myself. Somebody probably thought I was crazy or something like that.
Yeah.
I do like this album because it took Slow Deep and Hard and like expanded it a little bit more, where every song had a different identity.
Got a little foreplay.
Yeah, well, we're going to X this fucking. God,
started it.
Yeah, that's true. I truly feel like they really leaned into the doom metal side of their albums now. Like they kind of took the first one, which was a certain way, where we'll get to that one, but they took the other part of it and like, all right, let's lean more into this. And I feel like they kind of worked on being commercialized. I really feel like they tried to appeal to more people with this album, which it worked. It worked very, very well. I mean, let's look at it. It hit the Billboard charts at 166 when it mattered, and it's made almost 1 million albums sold. It's platinum. It's a platinum record. It means this is their best-selling record for them. I mean, you could say this is the apex for them. Some people believe this is their apex. I think we have different opinions. I think I
could-
have a different.
I could see that, but
This is like my number 3 for myself. My
All
number
right,
3.
John, are we gonna guess what his number one is?
I think I have an idea. But
Ooh, you get October Rust. The next one.
Where are what is up with our wheel right now? We're almost going in order.
Well, I see they're not in order. I made sure about it. October Rust for Roadrunner Records in '96.
Oh, this album was so slow.
Yeah,
it was definitely more
So
ballady.
it was like ballady.
harmonizing a lot. A lot
The
of harmonies.
songs just ended, which made me irrationally angry. irrationally
That's what I'm
angry.
talking. I'm like,
So
why did it
bad.
end?
So mad because it started with the first one. I was like, oh, that was kind of weird, and I'm kind of like checking. I'm like, no, okay, well, that's how it ended. All right, well, that's sure, that's a thing. And then it just
Sure,
kept
why not?
happening, and I'm like, why would you do this?
Oh, the joke background. Do you understand the joke?
Doesn't matter. It's not
It-
a good joke.
I understood the joke. It's supposed to be a joke.
The
It-
beginning.
You know how you have electrical in a guitar, if you have a background, that's the sound it will make. And you know what it reminded me of, John?
For every song, for every single song.
No, background. It reminded me of
No.
Mickey because his guitar always gave a feedback because he had a background.
Yeah.
that was funny to me. Maybe not to you, so I
No.
understand.
No, that was
Nope.
I
And
got
also, I think that's a real.
because I was like, because I just had in my head, Mickey, no, don't.
no,
Uh,
it's a terrible joke. It's awful.
You didn't like my
Don't do it.
girlfriend's girlfriend?
I thought that was pretty good.
Did you listen to this album by yourself?
If
Like,
if you do it for like a song or two,
sure.
like okay, but this is like every single one.
So, yeah,
Secure equipment.
I
Your
did
joke's
like
not funny.
the
I'm bored.
Green Man. I thought was a great song. I think that was a very nice song.
No, it just ended. It just ended. I specifically wrote that one down. It just ended.
Cinnamon
Stop.
Girl was a good cover. I thought that was they made it their own cover. I like that about bands that could do that.
As they do.
I will
they made it their own.
say that
Yeah.
I can appreciate that about this band is that their covers are very
Right.
much their own. Like it took me a good minute on some of them to be like, oh shit, this is a cover.
Yeah.
Like
They did
because like
so
you said, they
well.
make it their own. Yeah.
Yeah. I think "Love You to Death" was a good song too. I think when you look at certain songs, you're like, okay, we're getting too much like openness of the sounds and the feeling. When you have that feeling of just dreadfulness and just emptiness, like "Haunted." Wow, what a powerful song. It's a good song to end on because it's a 10-minute long one. And,
Yep.
they are known for
Their
very
ending.
long songs, very
Oh,
winded,
yes.
very, very much. So what are we giving this one, Shannon?
Do you want to guess?
I'm guessing.
I do have a rating.
I think you gave it a 4 out of 10, and it's a lawnmower.
No.
What'd you give it?
I did give it 4 out of 10. Nailed it.
It's meh.
But it's meh.
Is it
Definitely
better
above Origin of the Species.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely above, yeah.
I would at least put it to lawnmower for myself because it had good songs on it. I like to hear, but some of it was very
Nope.
outdrawn.
It's not. Nope.
I give it a
nope,
6.
Nope.
I gave it
For
6.5. Yeah.
For me, it cannot be a lawnmower because of those abrupt stops. That immediately cannot be background. It can't.
No.
My brain just goes like, why did the song just stop?
Did somebody press stop?
Right. Like who's messing with the playlist? There will be
This
no
is
one
my
messing.
number 4. Like my number 4.
I don't even know where this is in the
Yeah, I
lineup.
don't know where it is on the
No.
list either. I have my
This one-
favorite and my least favorite.
You,
That's it.
is interesting too that the drummer did not do live drums. He programmed them.
All right, let's talk about this. I got a
Uh-oh.
problem with that. I this was going to be a topic because every album was programmed drums, and I feel like that took
So the first three with Sal and
Sal.
Brusco, who went to Life of Agony,
Yes.
those were live drums. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then like I could, because you can tell from, you know, the first three, and then you go to this, you're like, well, okay, I know it's a new drummer, but this is just the math doesn't math here.
So, Shannon, you probably didn't recognize that with these albums unless we told you, right? So, coming from a musical standpoint, when you listen to the first three albums, the drums have more of an open room sound to them, and it has more of a resonant sound. It's not a like tap, like it echoes a little
Okay.
bit. It has substance.
It has
When
a
you look,
thud.
it has a thud. When you listen to like three other, like Kelly played the last album on real drums, but the other three, which is your Bloody Kisses, October Rust, Life is Killing Me, and World Coming Down, were all programmed. And
Bloody Kisses wasn't programmed.
was it? Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Right.
Sorry, October Rust was. When you program them, it takes the feeling out of it. It takes the I it's hard to explain. Um, Programming drums is okay if your band originally started that way, which Ministry started that way.
Right.
Remember, Ministry
Oh yeah.
that went into live drums that make it better. And programming drums is okay if you're doing scratch tracks, right? Or
Yep.
Demos. You got to have real stuff. It nothing beats the real.
It takes away, I think, I don't want to say it's like an easy way out, but
I
it
think
takes away
you
from
could
like the
say it's an easy way
cohesion.
out.
It takes there's an element of it that's taken away when you program them.
The
in my
atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
buy that.
okay, back to Bloody Kisses. They recorded it February to March of 93. That's with real drums. When they went to October Rust, probably only took them a month because programming drums is not that hard to do
No.
if your band is easy to work with. Typo Negative doesn't play nothing technical. I mean, let's face it. There are solos in there. Don't get me wrong. There you hear some solos in some songs, like one or two in every album. There's a little bit of double bass, which is I appreciate because it's just another frosting in the cake, another layer in the cake. But when you listen to programmed drums, you're like, it just takes the feel of it, the appreciation of the music for me. It does. I just being a drummer, I'm like, it doesn't sound like that, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So
I feel the same, being in the brotherhood with you.
Yeah, and see, Shane, you probably didn't even know. It was just how they recorded. Right?
No, but I argue
the
that's
thing of it
more
is,
because this band doesn't, like you said, it doesn't showcase drums at all. They just like they're there almost like because you have to have drums,
Sure. Yeah.
not because they were doing anything with them. Does that make sense?
But the thing
Yeah.
is, like the drummer was the one programming the drums, so
Yeah. It kind of, you're like, okay, does that excuse what happened, or
yeah.
you know
Well,
what I mean?
And there was another. Shoot, I was going through social medias a while back, and I don't remember the name of the band. Sue me, okay? Whatever. Put it in the comments. But it's one of these, like it was like a newer band. I might have been like Lorna Shore or
Okay.
somebody like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, we're getting into the studio, we're gonna record a new album, and then there's like just the kicks were not there. everything else of the drums was there. And it was like, why aren't the kicks there? And he's like, well, why am I going to have kicks when I'm going to program them later? And I'm like, you cheating bastard. But
It's
to be fair, Lorna Shore.
to be fair.
To be fairs.
Be fair. To be fair.
Lorna Shore's. I mean, those kicks are triggered to high heaven. So.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where programming drums, it's great for guitarists and bassists to get the song ready for a live drummer, not to use on the album that you might as well say you did a shortcut. Hey, if you're lazy bastards, which I believe Typo Negative are pretty lazy fuckers, that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
I said that's 2.
Yeah.
Now it's rated R.
Oh, damn.
Did you? You said
fuck. I didn't say anything.
I'm so emotionally attached to it. It makes me that upset.
And you know what? I didn't even notice that he just said it.
Yeah, but it's in my daily language. It's an adjective. It's a verb, an adjective, a noun. It just goes with it.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah. Now,
I'm just pointing out this is rated R now. That's all.
It is a very versatile word.
Very, very
I don't
versatile.
disagree.
Which leads us into Life is Killing Me. This is my number 1. This is my favorite album.
Oh, you didn't let us guess.
Well, was it?
Oh, I don't know that I was going to guess this one.
This is my number 1. I love this album so much. Number 2, this.
I put in my notes experimental question mark.
Well, this album, he was like so much just personal stuff, like his parents' illness and death, and I don't know, his girlfriend left him or something, and just all kinds of just you can see it in the in the lyrics. And
life was kicking him.
Yeah.
It was killing him. Life was killing me.
Yeah. And people were dying around him, being with family and everything, and being with just depression.
Yeah, it was really he was actually going to call it "The Dream Is Dead" from the last track.
Yep. I have to say, this album, I can listen to front to back and be okay with it, because everything had its own identity. And okay, there's like one like fast song, but all the rest, like leading from 13, I Don't Want to Be Me. What a cool song. I think that's one of their best songs ever.
Yeah. It's up there.
It's up there. I think also too, the first song I ever heard from Typo was We Are Electrocute. That was on a Freddy versus Jason soundtrack.
Yep.
That was the very first time I heard. I was like, I don't like this. Now I like it. Now I understand. Yeah. At the time, I didn't. My little brain did not understand what it was supposed to be.
Right.
Angry Inch, which we all know what that is. If you don't know what that is, Shannon, what that song's about, go look it up. We're not going to talk about it. It's very PC.
Well, it's
something went wrong.
Something went wrong, but it was also from Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
I was gonna say I saw that play. So
okay, back to
I was like, oh, well, that's interesting.
I really truly believe this is their I don't know. I dig this album a lot. Something about it
had some faster, almost thrashy elements.
It had a lot of 80s dance theme ish to it. It was just me, like the start of I'm like, people can dance to this. Like,
yeah, I can't remember. It might have been one of the songs on this one that like I was like, oh, there's a guitar solo.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a really good guitar solo.
Yeah, I was like, huh.
And I think I appreciate when they do stuff like that because you don't expect it. You expect certain things from certain bands, and when they do something different, you're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." He could have been doing solos on every album, but he chooses to
He
do it.
chooses where to put them. Well,
Chooses.
and I was saying the opening, and I don't know if it's 1313, but it might be 1313 because that's just a cover of music from the Munsters TV show, like kind of put together.
Oh, I did
And
not get that.
the Munsters address was 1313 Mockingbird Lane. So, take that for
Probably.
what you will.
Well,
But
being the Munsters, that probably
because
whatever.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of the Munsters kind of sprinkled throughout Typo Negative.
Sure. Another good song, which I think is probably one I gotta check in. I gotta look at their concert, like at Wacken or something, where like you can watch their concerts. I need to watch them because it would be nice to know what songs that they put live. Because I think "Life Is Killing Me" is a live album, like a live song, like they probably played. I love that song too. The title track. I gave this. mm, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Damn.
8.5, 9 out of 10. And now I have depression.
Damn.
I love this album. It's better than Bloody Kisses to me. I'm not putting in shredding. I think shredding. I almost did put it in shredding because I loved it so much, but I'm gonna leave it in bitchin'. Um, there are one or two songs like "A Dish Served Coldly." I'm like, I don't care for that song. "Drunken Paris." I mean, that's a filler, and 13's filler, but all the rest are good songs for me. Just you know, shit. I just need the
Like,
face.
I just it's I felt like this album was very disjointed though.
Okay.
I feel like
Like yeah, like it didn't.
well, again, like the stuff. There's some stuff that he's can't even, or maybe that was might have been the other one. The I'm doing too many things.
Yeah. Calm it down,
Focus on
John.
one thing.
Calm
Focus on
down.
one thing.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, being with this band, I thought I was going to be out on the limb with this one being the best one because everybody knows Bloody Kisses, and I feel like that's always their number one for a lot of people. It's kind of like Rust in Peace for like Megadeth, like you
Yeah.
know what I mean. It's kind of Bloody Kisses is their landmark album. I mean, this hit the charts at 39, top 100, 200. Like, it's a good album.
I don't disagree.
It did
It
get
just
leaked though.
just
It was
They
one
nine
of
get
out
the
of
leaked,
10.
and that pissed off their keyboard player slash
yeah.
producer.
It got leaked in 2003 when LimeWire and shit started happening. He was pissed.
Oh,
Yeah, he
LimeWire.
was.
But this is their last album with Roadrunner. This is their last
Yep.
one that they did with them and everything.
Because
So
I think he went on I guess what would have been social media at that time is like, hey, you guys are stealing money from us. Quit it.
yeah, no shit. Stop it.
He was in Lars's camp.
Well,
There we go, bringing it back to Metallica again.
As
well done, my
always.
dude. Well done.
Napster. Anyway,
All right, John. I think you get slow, deep, and hard. Wah, wah.
If only.
Their very first album.
So, I mean, to open the album with unsuccessfully coping with. I can't even like the title's too damn long.
Yep.
It's what 15 minutes long, but
Longer.
12 and a
It's
half.
12 minutes. Yeah, 12.
it's 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Correct.
But still, I mean, it's a pretty great song.
It is.
Musically, I think it's pretty great.
I think so too. It kind of shows because when you go, people know Peter Steele from Carnivore. They know what he was doing that, and all of a sudden you bring this out, you're like, oh wow, all right, we got something new, something
we got
different.
something going here.
We got something going, you know.
And then you get into like their next track, the German song, which everybody thought they were Nazis for some reason, and it's like,
Yes.
no, we're not.
That's when I literally my note is like at that point in the album, I was like, I'm going to take this as a joke band.
Very tongue in cheek. That's
because otherwise, like I also would be angry.
That's their play because they didn't care. Like they could give shit you think, but it's the inner circles that love the band. They're like, oh, they're just being funny, and people are like, no, they're not. They're Nazis. Blah blah blah. It's like, no, you just don't understand humor. You're not funny.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah. And
not you, you're funny. You're funny.
And like, you know, the first, like I say about the first half, I don't know. It's like half the album is like, yeah, I can do this, and the other half is like, just I don't know.
Need to be here.
I will say, this album is half Carnivore, half Typo Negative. If you listen to the very first Carnivore album, a lot of that stuff feels like it could have been part of it. The thrash, the doubles, the riffing. I'm like, this is Carnivore. Like I kind of knew. Well,
and like some of the screaming that he does in there.
Yes, very, very much. And I feel like part of it is the Doom Typo Negative, which they were trying to. It's kind of like they had a thrash with the Doom. This is their like crossover of doing it because nobody did that
right
at the time. I do like this album. I do put this as my number 2. I do like this album a lot because it brings me to Carnivore. Like it has that gravitational pull, but it has that funeral doom metal stuff. I'm like, oh man, I dig this shit too. You know, kind of tickles both the itches for me with that.
Yeah,
I give this like a 7.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 for sure. It's
so.
I mean,
it wasn't memorable, was it, for you, Shannon? Like, did you?
Well, it was fine.
One complaint I have: a lot of their songs. Let's get on this spiel. A lot of their songs probably could have been 4-minute, 5-minute, but they just
they were so
they just kept going
so long.
And
I put long with like 47 O's on here. Long songs.
That's why I liked Life Is Killing Me because they shortened that up a lot. They went in, okay, we got a 10-minute song. No, we need to cut it down to 4 minutes. And they made radio-friendly songs too with Life Is Killing Me. I feel like that album was more of a easygoing for people to listen to, just like Bloody Kisses kind of was.
Well,
yeah, a little more in the pop.
Well, and they had to for like, what was it, Christian Woman and Black Number One, they shortened them to like radio friendly time lengths.
Video. Yep. 5 minutes is too long on the radio. You had to bring it down
to get
3 minutes.
The bands to come in, and then you hear
this 12-minute epic.
Because like Dream Theater is like 1A, my 1A band, and yeah, that's right, I did that too. Suck it. Like I love just long songs.
So okay, that brings me to a point where you can have long songs
but they don't all have to be 15 minutes long. Like I understand that.
When you have long songs, if you have different time signatures and different like they put 3 songs in together, it does make 12 minutes like kind of like Octavarium,
Right.
a 20-minute long song, but the progression into different, it's like different stages.
Well,
This is just like
it's different octaves, and that we've already gone over Octavarium.
exactly, but that brings me to this where
It's
it's
the
kind
same all the way through.
basically now you're going to learn a new term, Shannon, funeral doom metal, where it's the same riffing for like 10 minutes straight. And it's doom metal, but it's all the same riff going into
And
like you're at a funeral. Listen,
And it goes ridiculously slow, and it
very slow. And they
It
try
sounds
to do
awful.
that.
and it makes you want to
It
bash your
sounds
head into the
awful.
wall until you go into a coma. But
I'll tell you this much: doom metal and sludge metal and funeral have this. The riffs are they're super slow. They're just chugging, and it's just dreadful and sorrowful. And that's where I think a lot of their long parts are. They want you to feel that way. That's the point of it. So I understand that being with the album half and half. That's why I gave it a 7. You know what I mean? So, but where does this go, John? On the tier. It sounds like a lawnmower.
yeah, it's yeah.
There's a lawnmower.
Yeah, it's a
that's
lawnmower.
okay. Yeah.
Don't give in to peer pressure, Jan.
No, it's
You think if you
was a
think it
high.
should go somewhere
Wow.
else.
If I said
just-
go into shredding, then we have a problem. When we know it's not in shredding, then you can be like, Mark,
It's his
what are you
pick.
doing?
It's his pick. If that's what he
That's
wants to
true.
put in.
No, it was
You
gonna
can
go.
change it later. What?
It was either
true.
gonna be low bitching or high lawnmower. So again,
Yeah. World coming down.
no.
Shannon, you're up.
Yeah, this one was really depressing.
You don't
Like-
say.
but
Weird.
so you're talking about how like you can like feel it with like the doom and the dread. I felt zero things for most of these albums, but this one like I felt the depression of this album.
Everything
It was
dies.
so
Everyone I
depressing.
love is dead.
Like, I'm
All
just like,
Hallows Eve, like creepy green light. This is
Yeah.
a Halloween album. Like this is death, and if you're not depressed, this is definitely gonna make you
like, can you
depressed.
get excited about like a Reese's bar or something? Like,
Yeah,
there's
I
got to be
hear ya.
something good in your life.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
and
go John.
well, again, these all kind of go together. Where like the interludes that are, I believe, sinus, liver, and lung are with
Yeah.
either the song before or the song after it.
Yep.
And like reading an interview with Peter Steele, he said he could not listen to the like mastering of Sinus because that was way too close to home for him. He had to leave
Mm.
with like the snorting the line and then the heartbeat going up and up and up, and he's like, nope, I can't do it.
Yep. And
Not
the
that I'm
liver,
laughing at someone's pain for that, but
you got your sinus for the cocaine. You got your
Yep.
liver for all the alcohol they're drinking all the
alcohol
time.
and then lung for smoking.
And he's supposed to be a pretty healthy guy. He was a workout type of guy too, but he had his demons, being
Yep.
with certain things. So, being with that, yeah, kind of.
And like it was, what was it? Metal Hammer called this one of the 20 best albums of 1999.
Yeah.
It-
No, 2021.
That's when
named
they
it-
said they said that.
Yep. Yep. I can see it too. I
guess for what was out in 99 at the time, yeah, I could see that.
this is my 3B. So October and this is kind of the 3A, 3B for me. It's kind of hard to say which one's which. So I kind of put it in that realm. I think it was a pretty good album too. I got through the album with no problem. And I like the
I did.
tempo change of certain things. You know,
Yeah,
I
I'd give it the arbitrary 6 out of 10 myself.
yeah.
I just like,
I liked the
man, it
joke.
was so depressing.
I liked the joke track at the beginning. Skip it.
Yeah. Which everybody CDs, you have a certain CD that does that. I don't care who
Yep.
you are.
I thought
Oh.
that was fun. I thought that was a fun thing. And
You know, I feel like my trauma response from that is like non-existent anymore because I've been I listen to stuff so much on like
Stream.
digitally now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the
So
skipping, my brain doesn't go, "Oh no, what's wrong?" My brain is just like, "Oh, that's cute."
I
remember when that was
apparently
It's funny.
Like,
apparently they
so
did that.
but, so it worked in this instance, and they didn't do it on every freaking song.
Yeah.
They did it on the cassette too. Like they had that skip on there, which it's like,
Really?
okay, that, all right.
Yeah. I have to say this album probably flowed a lot better. And there again, a Beatles cover.
This one definitely flowed. This
You
definitely
know how much
flow,
money
for
it
sure.
cost them
For
for
sure.
that?
No.
$75,000.
Damn.
35,000 a song. Because the Beatles, like, that's how much royalties are for them. Or at least at that time it was.
Yeah. I think they missed on the covers though. I think they did a good job, but I think they probably could have picked something different, like I would have.
Oh, I mean, as many songs as the Beatles have, and you figure out of all of the tribute bands or whatever,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so, I mean, yeah, are the Beatles on the wheel?
Maybe. I have to look. It might be.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've looked at the wheel. So
Well, I went in yesterday. I erased a lot of the bands we've done so far from the wheel, and I like shortened it, whatever. So I did that. I don't. I think they are, because there's the classic rock type of thing too,
Yeah.
and it's on there or whatever. But oh,
but yeah, so you could, I mean, again, you could have, you know, everybody does the hits, and maybe they were like, well, since we don't do that,
yeah,
here's like, just because we like, or I like this and it's my band, and fuck you.
we
See,
do
now
what
I
we
did
want.
it.
That's definitely
Until I
typo,
want.
man. There was no rules with typo. Like they
Yeah.
just did what they wanted. They didn't care what you think. I mean, Peter Steele still had a daytime job.
Garbage truck
Driver. He loved it. He loved doing garbage because it kept him grounded. He wasn't a typical rock star. He didn't want to be a rock star. He definitely did not want to be. It was just laid in his lap. He's like, well, I gotta kind of go with it. I got no choice.
Yeah.
You know. And you know, listening to some of the interviews with the guys, Kenny, the guitarist, saying he's like, I for 4 albums we didn't know Peter was going to be back. Like he was always discontent with traveling and recording, and like he didn't want to do it anymore. He just wanted to live a quiet life, and he always came back in some way. So it always brings him back in when I try to leave.
Every time.
Every time. World coming down. Where are we putting this, Shannon?
So while I feel like based on the Shannon Learns of it all, I feel like of all of their albums, this is like the definitive, like if you like doom metal, this is like the definitive doom metal album that they did.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like this is the one. For me, I would still put it in Lawnmower.
Lawnmower. Now, is it better than Slow Deep?
Yes.
It's better.
Yes.
I think so too.
Because it's more polished. It has more flow. The album
Yeah.
itself is just more cohesive.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I could go with that. And that kind of leads us into their very last album, Dead Again. Well, let's just say this. Life is Killing Me, and Dead Again. Dead Again came in at 27 on the Billboard chart. Their top selling one they've done, with it.
Can I be a shitty person and just say, is it because he died?
No, it was 3 years after this came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because this came out in 07. He died
2007.
he died in 09.
He died in 2010.
I thought he died in 09.
No, it
Oh,
was like
James
April.
confident.
It
He
was
did
like April
research.
of 2010.
Really? Huh. Well, okay, he died in 2010. Yeah, April 14th. Shit.
He didn't want to
So
pay his taxes. No. just-
yeah. Being with this album, I feel like this was just an extension of it had October Rust themes in it, right? But it had the radio hits element to it where it was very digestible with people. Like, hey, you probably like Halloween in Heaven,
Yeah,
Trip in a Blind Man.
that's the Dimebag tribute.
Yeah, right. She burned me down. That was like I did like these three things. I thought that was a very good song. I didn't expect it to be good. I listened to it again. I was like, man, this is really good. And I feel like it just had appealness to it with regular people that okay, you don't have to like Doom, but you could like it's like rock. It's very rock and roll type
Wow.
of album to me. Um, I
Well,
liked it. It was kind of hard to hear at first, and then the second listen, I was like, oh, I get it, and
Yeah, I was only able to listen to it once. So I was like
yeah,
my first thought is like, okay, because it starts out like with the thrashy punk
yep,
with Dead Again and Tripping a Blind Man, and
which
then
I like.
yeah,
I like that. I mean, it scratches that itch for me.
and then you got Prophet of Doom, September Sun that gets into like the
Moody
doomy
Doom.
side stuff, and
Yeah,
so it's like a mashup of like
previous
previous
albums, which
See,
I
you say
and
mashup, which has me like, oh yeah, I like mashups. Mashups are fun. I just felt like this album was all over the place though. Like it wasn't like a mashup.
okay. What's your definition of all over the place, and your definition of mashup?
Like I feel like a mashup would still have some kind of like flow or story or something that's
Oh,
more than just like we felt like playing a thrash song and now we feel like playing something different and now we kind of feel like playing something different. You know
so
what I mean?
individual songs are not a mashup to you. They're just individual songs. Like a mashup to you would like the story of it blending together in some way.
Yes.
so
Okay.
all over the
Something of
place.
it. Either it doesn't have to necessarily be a story, but like there's something that explains
There's
the
glue
songs
there.
being so different.
Yeah, there's cohesiveness somewhere
Yeah.
in the songs going
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
So you're saying all over the place is chaos, which you think this is what this is.
I mean, I don't know that it's chaos. It was just yeah, it was just kind of
It was the
disjointed and
singles. You're
yeah,
listening to singles.
it was yeah, so
Yep.
almost more like a greatest hits kind of album where you're like, okay, this album is literally just playing the things that
I
people
can't
like and
disagree.
not
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
um
you're right. This is the greatest hits.
Like
But
the least worst of
yeah. What a catchy name. Good job. I think this album is for all the previous people that like the previous albums, Bloody Kiss, Life's Killing Me, World Down, October Rust. It's a combination of all them into one album where it's going to be either decisive because you got people that like only certain albums, or you got the real fans that like, oh, this is great because it scratches this itch, it scratches this, it scratches this, and you want the cohesiveness of October Rust, of Bloody Kisses, how everything went together as one. It was one theme.
yeah,
This
I
is
like
just,
flow.
You're like, okay, song 1, 2, or 3 will be thrashy, 4, 5, 6 will be doom. Then 6, 7, 8 will be experimental, long, drawn out songs, and they probably did it like that. Being lazy guys, probably. I'm still gonna give this a lawnmower for me. I think it's not better than World Coming Down, but I think it's it's a little bit better than Slow, Deep, and Hard. I feel like it is, um, because
I'll
it
allow.
has the mixture.
Again, I gotta listen to it again. Like I
Yeah.
said, because at first I was like, man, this is weird, even for like Typo Negative.
Right.
And I again, it's because it's one of those like first listen, you're just like, what the are we doing here? And like some bands you just have to give like a second and third listen to, and you go, oh, there's the thing that I missed that time. So
Yeah, it is. I feel like a lot of their albums have to listen to a second time because you missed something, and it's that, oh, there's the glue, there's the reasoning behind certain things of how um you know I think listening to World Coming Down and October Rust was kind of, I need to listen to it a second time because there was so much going on with it for me.
yeah,
So
there was a lot of like sonic things on those.
sure.
Like a lot of like deep, like that album is probably something you would need to listen to with headphones.
Listening to my work truck, that's why Like Killing Me was really good too. I really gravitated because the sound quality was like, I mean, all their albums sound really good. I think every album, the production was very clean and very good for its time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think they put a lot of time into it. A lot of things were not, except the program drums, but nothing overshadowed anything. But can we talk about Typo Negative? Peter Steele singing. I have never heard of a guy that can go that low, like ever.
Yeah, I mean there's never,
Impressive.
yeah, there's never gonna be another one of him.
No. And I feel like his vocals became another instrument that was more important than even his bass playing is very unique too, just like, Cliff Burton was, and um
Lemmy.
any, yeah, Lemmy. Being with the bass player, he had that different tone, he had a different playing ability
And
also too.
I don't remember if it was which album it was. It might have been Life. It was either Life is Killing Me or Dead Again, where he was I think he was working with Schecter, and he had a signature bass.
Oh yeah, Schecter, you're right. Yep. He did.
And so one of the later albums he was using that.
Got it. I just feel like with his singing ability, I feel like it definitely, and his appearance, everybody with the
Oh,
long black hair, they definitely had not
well, and
only the
he was tall too. He's like what, like 6'10"?
he was a tall dude. He was massive.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
He was a big dude. Um, Being with that, also too, we have to bring up the most candid thing about Peter Steele doing Playgirl. He did Playgirl back in '95. That was a big deal for the band too. It put him on the map. Be like, oh, this guy's the lead singer of Typo Negative, and he did Playgirl.
And that brought a lot of ladies over.
And a lot of other people too.
A lot of dudes too.
That's
But
why the song "I Like Girls." That's why it was Goils or whatever.
yeah,
That was the
well,
song for
and,
it.
yeah, and that's funny because
Hey,
Styles did backing
John,
vocals.
John,
Yeah,
Shannon, you have a very confusing face Do you
I'm
know?
sorry. I'm looking up a picture of him again because I'm confused.
That was the most best-selling magazine when he did it. Like that was one of the best ones. They said like it sold a lot of copies.
And it might just be because people were like,
You're gonna see pictures you don't want to see.
you're gonna
I'm not looking up Playgirl. I'm just looking at pictures of him to be like,
well, no,
this
but there were dudes that bought it just to be like
Collector's
I
item.
guy.
Collector's
I
item.
wonder, just is like, what are yeah.
I don't wonder nothing.
I don't.
I'm
Well, I'm not
happy.
saying that you do. I'm saying that
Okay, I'm
dudes.
not trying to yuck anyone's yum. I'm just gonna say not for me.
Yeah, it's not for you. But I'll tell you what, he was on Jerry Springer one time. He was a guest on Jerry Springer. He played the role of the rock star esque type of thing, showing his black hair and his deep voice and his eyes. He can make look like the Undertaker. Like, you know what I mean? He played up the Halloween goth element, black everything, green. You know, it's like he played it very well. I think he did a very well job. Yeah,
Sure,
Yeah, the eyeball thing is cool.
yeah, it's very cool.
it's freaky.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. He it's the
Like
character. Yeah, see, it's the character of it because if you think of this band, you don't even think about the songs. You think about him. You see it. He's Lemmy in doom metal. He is that guy. Like you can see Lemmy, you're like, oh man, that's a kick-ass dude. You see him, you're like, you're gonna rip my freaking head off. Like, you know
Yep.
what I mean? He played it very, very well. I think that gave the band more notoriety. That's publicity without even playing a song. Like, good business is great business. Yeah. Misfits are the same way. Their logos and their covers and their pictures oversees the music of the band. Like it overshadows it tremendously. It's sad to say that though, because I do give credit to the bands, but when your life is entertainment and you get more notoriety for certain things, like certain people did certain things in their lives, like, you know, it like overshadows the music. I feel like it was kind of equal. I hope it comes off that way in some way. That his lifestyle, him being on Jerry Springer and Playgirl and living up to what it is, helps with Typo Negative with their music. That it's equal enough. It's not like, oh, his life overshadowed the band. You know what I mean? Sometimes that can happen too, and kills the band. You know, and luckily enough, it did not kill the band. It killed him. Sorry.
Well, there's still not 100% what killed him.
I think it was a heart attack. I think it killed him.
Yeah, they said heart attack, or they said sepsis from diverticulitis. So,
Yeah,
either way,
I'm guessing heart
I'm
attack.
guessing heart attack from
I'm guessing too.
just
Yeah.
the life that because
Yeah.
even after you do that for so long and then you clean yourself up, the damage is already done.
Right. It is past the point of no return. So, Shannon, what album do you want to move, or you don't have to? I'm not influencing you that you want to move.
I mean, I would if I were me,
Oh,
and this
okay.
were me,
Oof.
I would move Origin to Dumpster Fire.
You know, I'm not gonna complain about that because I'll tell you why. This is a lesson learned. Don't fuck around with your second album. Like that's supposed to be the most acclaimed album you have. Your second to third, depending on situations. A lot of times you have your whole life to write the first one. Your second one needs to be a banger to make your. That's why everybody probably fucking hated their asses for so many years. Like the ordinary person wouldn't understand what they were doing. I understand what they were doing. It's pretty funny. But that kind of goes to show that they didn't care about popularity, about appealing to the masses. You know, they wrote.
They just were like, this it.
This is it. Yeah. I'll go next. Um. mm, I I you know, to be honest, I think World Coming Down, I think should be in bitchin'. I think it should be behind Bloody Kisses. I think it should be in the bitchin' category. Um, the more I think about it, I think it was a lot better album I thought it was. Like I don't know why, but I think World Coming Down can be in bitchin' for me. Am I wrong?
It's your pick.
Well, John, you know what? Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I just feel like World Coming Down was like I don't know. I think it was a pretty good album. If I could listen to a whole album straight through and not complain like, oh, I got to sit through this all over again. Like, I think it's a bitchin' album. That's my rating. If I can listen to it all the way through, it's a bitchin' album.
That's how we're doing it now.
That's how we're doing it now. That's my limit. That's the fuck ratings. If I can listen through, you're in the bitchin' category.
But you listen to it all the way through regardless, though, right? I mean,
but the second time I listened to it all the way through again, and that's my time where I start skipping. Like I'm like, okay, if I start skipping, that's where I start laying down numbers. That's where I'm like, okay, it's a 6 because I'm skipping 4 songs out of 10. Like, you know what I mean? Like I kind of rated in that realm of okay, 15 songs, I skip 3. All right, you get about a 7, 7.5, in that realm. So do you need to know what's there? You trying to look?
Oh, or me.
Yeah, we are on you, Johnny boy.
Let's see. If I were me,
Can I admit? I thought you were going to move Bloody Kisses to Shredding. I thought you were going to do that.
Nah,
that was my guess. That was my guess.
I know. I mean, I don't think any of these are shredding per se.
I personally, I think Life is Killing Me is shredding, but I'm not going to put it there. It's a personal preference. Like I got to be real about it. It's a bitchin' album. Shredding is a personal thing where I don't want to put it up there. I think it's me being too.
I mean, I can agree with you on that.
What Life is Killing Me
is personal, yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's a personal preference, and like I mean,
you're going based on your little feelies.
Yeah, but I didn't give it a 9. I feel like when you hit 9, 10, that's where it hits shredding, and it was 8, 5. So I can't.
That's I thought where you said 9. Play the tape.
No, I gave it 5 because there was too many.
Play the tape. Play the tape. I'm pretty sure you said 9.
Well, it started as a 9. It started as a 9. When I listened to it the second time, it dropped to an 8.5 because you have 3 filler songs. I'm like, come on, man, did you really have to fucking throw those in? You could have made another song with the time you put with the fillers. I'm like, okay, you're being cheeky and funny, but like, can we be serious for a minute? Can we make a good song? And they were making good songs in the album. If they made another one, it probably would have been pretty good to be on there. Now they took that away from me, and I'm very upset. I'm very upset.
I mean, I don't know who you can take it up with.
I know. I can piss on his grave. I don't know.
Rude.
That is rude.
I mean, he's probably in Brooklyn somewhere.
No, fuck that. I ain't going to New York. You got me, Peter. Good job. I'm not going.
I mean, I don't. I don't really see any reason to go there now.
No, I don't want to go. Never want to
I'm
go to New
I'm
York.
I'm glad I went before the calendar year of 2026.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I will
Well,
say.
yeah.
That's all I will say.
Well, let's do some final thoughts on Typo Negative, shall we? Um, I feel like Typo Negative was one of the highlight bands of the 90s, especially with the Doom goth scene. I feel like they made it popular. That was their flag to fly, and I think they did very well with it. I think, especially mixing Doom with industrial stuff and kind of thrash and um, melancholy, loss at sea, funeral stuff, they do very well too. I feel like they're the type of band where you either like them or you don't. There's no middle ground with them, personally. I feel like there's no gray area. It's black and white with that, being that way.
Yeah.
Which I like. I feel ashamed that it took me this long to listen to Typo. I feel like I missed out.
I feel like you can take songs and say, hey, here's like a sampling of Typo. Like here's what will you say, here's what I think are the hits. Cause I was looking at like some of the like the least worst and the best of, and I was like, really? Those are the ones you're picking? So
Yeah,
again, preference.
preference.
Um, but yeah, yeah, like you said, they're not like something that you can listen to your with your grandma or anything.
Nope.
Unless your grandma's into metal, then maybe. But
Awesome. Even so, I feel like this band is kind of hard for metal guys to get into because of the melancholy stuff and the being with that. I think it's kind of hard
no,
for like
yeah,
Ministry is kind of hard to get into for some people too.
and I think
Like,
it's the gatekeeping of
yes,
genre
very much.
that people do, and um, I do enjoy some Ministry. I enjoy that industrial sound.
I do too. Which I hope we get into it one day.
I hope we get into some of that too, because
Yeah, I do. Fear Factory, Nine Inch Nails, stuff like that. So
Ministry is good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shannon,
Chris,
what do
You
you
say so.
think? It's good stuff.
Just remember, I don't know anything about music. Everything I say is based on my little feelings.
but you're learning.
I am learning.
Yeah, I learned today.
I am 100% of the people. This band is not for me. I was so bored.
Yeah.
For all of the album, like all of them. I'm just like, is it over yet? This is song number 3. Okay, I can do it. I can get through this. Like, I was so bored.
When you listen to
I
the
was
albums,
so bored.
were you listening to 1 a day, 3 a day, by hit or miss? Maybe
This time
1
I
to
think
2?
I did 1 a day, except I did 2 in one day one time. But even still, like, just this was a difficult one for me. I was so bored. I was so bored. So bored.
And that's why I bring up it's black and white. There's no gray area. It's either you like them or you don't. That's how I feel like this band was.
Do you want movie preview guy voice, or do you want Timu Morgan Freeman?
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Teeth and Timu Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
though,
I want to hear the Morgan Freeman. Too bad you brought that up.
I brought that up.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
It's terrible.
It's even
I
better.
don't even know why I said it, but it's and I don't know. I'm sick now. I've got the thing, but let's see if I can get it here. No, it's going to be terrible, and it's fine. And leave your comments in there because I am not a professional. Leave them down there. Truth of the matter is, it was at this time that Shannon realized Typo Negative, not the band for her.
Not the band. I mean,
And she was a little bit forlorn, but also she was happy.
Well done. Well done.
Uh,
Well, that's Typo Negative, people. We're done. Good job. Everybody feeling happy now? We're done with the depression. And I'm depressed again.
Done with the depression. Now we get
Done
to
with
go
depression.
on to faster, I think.
Yes, we are, which we're going to a Richmond, Virginia native to us, me and John. Shannon doesn't live in Virginia, so she can't use this.
She lived in Virginia most of her
you know,
life.
I lived in Virginia for longer than I did not live in Virginia.
But are you living in Virginia?
Not currently.
There you go. I don't make the rules.
I feel like you literally just made the
I
rule.
don't make the rules.
Like literally right
Whoever
now,
told
like
you that?
this second.
Or lying to you, and I'll find out who it is, and I'll talk to him. I'll talk to HR. Just give it to me. I can do that. I can do that.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. But we're going to be going down the rabbit hole with Lamb of God.
Lamb of God.
Which
I know this band. So there.
You know, I will say this. I've only listened to one album. I only have one album from them. So this is down another rabbit hole for me, which this is going to be a two-parter because we're looking at 13 albums. I believe so. 12 to 13.
I have 10.
Mm,
This is awkward. We will
If we're
talk about it
doing-
after.
yes.
We'll talk about it after. Keep going. Lamb of God.
But we are doing a two-parter because it's just going to be too long for one show. Just like the Megadeth one and other ones we've done two parts for. This is going to be a two-parter due to how many albums, which is leading us to the newer album that's coming out in March. So be able to look out when this is published. It'll be February, the weekend of February 27th, 28th, and in February, and then March. That'll be one of our first shows in March. So March is kind of Lamb of God. And then we have another one after in April, which we'll get into later. But Lamb of God will be on deck. Yeah, so we'll go from there. All right. Any final thoughts? Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, it's,
No final thoughts.
we're trying to not be depressed.
I said my
anymore.
piece.
Yeah. Said your piece. All right, guys. Bye, internet. Yeah.